What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C, and in this video, I'm reviewing, recapping Real Housewives Atlanta Season 6, Episode 15, and just to let y'all know it's my third take. And also, I'm under the weather. I've been under the weather since Friday, so if I seem groggy or may lean over and you don't see my face and I'm positive blow up my nose, like I said, I don't go to doctor till Wednesday, so the next few videos, y'all might see me, and all this other stuff. Don't mean to y'all. But yeah, I am getting better. With this weather and everything, everybody is just seem like every other person I know, whether it's off you've seen on YouTube or off in real life, has been getting sick because of this drastic change in the weather. But I thank you for all the support and love that everybody's been showing me on YouTube. Just thank you all, because that's the reason why one of my reasons I do YouTube, because of y'all. Alright, let's get started with this mess this evening. Okay. Did I already say Real Housewives Season 6 episode 15? Okay, here we see. Like I said, y'all, I'm sinus mess and all that shit. I ain't up to par. So bear with me. Let's get started with Miss Portia. Now, Miss Portia went to go and do the audition finally, and Don Juan was already worried about her voice in the beginning. They had one young lady beforehand, but I don't know if she's in the play or not or whatever audition. So here's Portia already like, am I supposed to follow the script or something like that, right? And, oh Lord, I did not mean to do that. Was sleep and everything. Sickness. So she's sitting here talking about some, should I, follow the script? Okay. Then I don't know what was supposed to be in that script, but homegirl had to sit here and say this mess. She up here talking about something about some barbecue and open pit sauce and ruffled chips and pina coladas and whatever else did not fit in the damn script, okay? And then she was, because at telecom times, no, that's not in the script. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. And anyway, so then we were about to hear her sing, the part maybe Don Juan, excuse me. The part of Don Juan was probably afraid of. And so, of course, we was expecting Amazing Grace. She sang the same Eyes of Sparrow. I think she sang that in a reunion too, but she actually, personally, didn't have not such a bad. She had a decent voice. But I will tell you this though, homegirl was giving us complete finger at power. Okay, somehow made the voice because she was just all like this. When she was singing, okay, but it wasn't bad. And Don Juan admitted her, he gave her credit, and was like, I was not expecting that, and you surprised the hell out of me, type of thing. And so we were still pending about, was Portia gonna get the role? So when Portia decides to invite all the ladies to Robert Dole, of course, I have arrived and departed as at the same damn time, okay? Nene did not show up. And everyone else did. Kenya sitting there, pretty in pink or whatever the case is, letting them know that from Detroit you're supposed to know how to skate. Sadly, I'm not one of those people. But let's go. Let's go on to the next thing. Of course, Kenya apologized, and Phaedra was not in the course confession notes. Like she should sit basically like whatever to apology that she just shit started, even though there were other people that were involved just for whatever. Okay, so Portia finds out at the roller derby. I mean, she was busting her ass a couple times on the show, whatever. She just was, she was dragged across that damn roller skating rink, because how many times that poor child bust her ass? And so, anyways, Candy told her, because Candy and Phaedra did show up, she came up from the courts, and they were only, Candy and Phaedra were only two people that wanted to participate. Portia found out by then that she was going to be in the play, and I think for Warren Sparks, like Jamil T, shout out to Jamil T and Warren Sparks, and I think had mentioned it that Portia was in the Atlanta version of the play. I mean, yeah. So also too, Portia and Candy let Kenya know that they were not going to be in the, going to be able to be there for Kenya's event in honor of Nene. And like I said, we're about to get in that mess as well. And then we got like I said, y'all. So we got like a Kenya later on with her stuff and honoring Nene and stuff like that. But like I said, it kind of like ended with Portia right then and there. But we all know with Phaedra, we didn't turn to Phaedra, and there was no sense of that. Even though she said she invited all the girls, it wasn't no sense of doing that. Who knows? Phaedra might have told me for free beforehand, child, I ain't about to do that. Okay. So, anyways, y'all, we sat there and we're gonna fast forward to Candy slash also known as her mama, also known as Sweetie, are you a cock blocker? Okay, no offense, still talking about Spotty's mama, but I mean, goddamn, we got Cameron, first we got Candy in her scene. She's doing her exercise and plugging in, like this, whatever, and plugging in to the fine body workout by Phaedra, who is in the background, right? So, my whole thing is, when she's up here plugging, nothing wrong with that. Coins. So, that camera comes in looking like, somebody gave her a pack of Sour Pack Kids, whatever, and she's still sucking on them. And she turns out that some dude named Benny that's associated with them came up to their office, maybe Candy Factory office, and he was saying about how his girl, who happens to be Mama Joyce's one of these people in the streets that so many people know about, wasn't posted at any other blogs, but supposedly Crystal tells Benny that Todd and Cameron are seen together, and Candy caught him. Now, we all seen Candy's I Will Drag You to This performance in the last episode, right? And I think she would have did the same thing when they attacked Mallory's ass, who need to go back wherever the fuck her husband's at. She would have attacked her, I think, just the fact alone, the principle of her just pushing on Todd and shit, right? But my thing is, like I said, so I'm just thinking, I don't think she would have took it that nicely. I just felt like, she would have just got a couple, but we just would have heard about it, let's just say, if her ass would have caught Todd with some other chick. And by the way, I just seen him, I don't usually go on Instagram, but I did see that Todd and her are still together, you know what I'm saying? So, whatever. But, well, he mentioned it a couple weeks ago when they had all the men off of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Apollo, I think Peter, and Greg, and him, he was still saying he still was working it out. Now, I don't know if he wasn't saying about the engagement because of maybe contract reasons, or they still pending on it. So, anyways, we hear the infamous message, or because Cameron figured that she checked. I don't know how she got the number, unless she got it from Bendy, but she called this Crystal chick and let her know, like, bitch, keep putting your name off. And Candy was like, why'd you do that? And she's like, that's the code. That's the code, supposedly, that you're supposed to check the bitch. So anyway, after checking the bitch, here comes Joyce. Let her know I'm going to drag you down the street like a rag and stuff like that. Obviously, the common word Candy's family like to use the ladies is when they attempt or thinking about fucking somebody up. It's usually the word drag. Okay? So, she's called old heifer, that's true, blah, blah, blah. And it's just, Candy says that she did not come at Cameron like this. It's just that, I don't know, if she knew Cameron for only like over 20 something years, it's just maybe a bunch of stuff has started to build up. This is just me thinking this, probably. But I seriously doubt that she just all of a sudden just started acting nasty to her or certain folks. Maybe she's more expressive than everybody can see. Over 100 something million people plus can see this mess. But it's like, it's just more obvious that you can't hide it no more. I seriously doubt that Mama Joyce had, like Candy said, she was married 3 times before she got even in her mid-30s. So, mid-30s and stuff like that. But, yeah. So, anyways, Cameron just like, okay, that means, Candy was surprised. She thought she's going somehow in the imaginary mind was thinking that she just wanted it, that she can go on trips and his mom, and Ty's mom go with him, her mom go with it. It just happens to be for wedding, but that's not reality. If you want to be peaceful, man, either you sneak it or not have her. No offense, but she has intentions of causing trouble. And it turns out, Benny said that she was offering to pay him to get Todd somewhere, and I guess Instagram or Facebook some photos, I guess it's in the Candy, give him touch some girls, whatever, Magic City, whatever, and kind of, sit there and put him in a compromised position and set his ass up. And so Cameron's like, girl, is she gonna tell Carmen? She just like, I don't know. So we'll pin on that one later on. Let's fast forward and get this out the way. So Todd is in the back. I think on his laptop, and he's got whatever the dog is. Kenya decides to tell him, like, about finally the bad news about her mom doing stuff. Then she FaceTimes or whatever, or puts on speakerphone Cameron, because he asked her also to come, maybe she come out here too, because, got something to do with her. And, she basically tells him this, and Cameron just like, I have no respect for your mom. And then Candy at first was still trying to defend her mom as well. So, I'd rather me be hurt than she be hurt. My mom is all going to be by the back. And they both, I think around this time, like, what reality is you in? Okay, this woman, Ty was right, because we all pretty much can see your mom is mindful if you do stuff like that, whatever. Because we all know how mom likes to bring up, you're supposed to have my back regardless what I do. And, if I punch your ass in the damn jaw and you lose a tooth, you supposed to hug me afterwards. Okay, so I'm just saying is they're trying to get her to be like, you know what, there is a problem. This may be your mom, but let's not pretend like it's not, that she's not going to the extreme. And he felt very offended, like, your mom trying to set me up. Is you seeing what I'm saying? Kenny, basically like, of course I'm gonna ride or die for my mom and stuff like that. And to make the speech shorter, in the end, maybe about a minute and a half later, they were able to convince her, like, you work on yourself, honey. Try to get some help or something like that. Talk to a therapist about what you need to, because you need to work on yourself instead of worrying about, certain people. Hit Mama Joyce. Okay, so we fast forward and, we don't see her anymore in this episode. So, and yeah, Phaedra only made like a 2-second appearance. So let's get into the whole thing with this whole Kenya / Miss Nene. I have arrived in the park and I'm almost one step of getting relevant. She keep pushing the wrong feathers ass. Now, this Kenya, like I said, now Nene doesn't realize if this keeps the ways it's going, she's gonna have people who didn't like Kenya's ass either will have empathy or sympathy for her, and or all above, none above, or start liking her because you're sitting here fucking up your brand by this mess that you are saying. And just like how people brought about the point of how she was coming at the gay man last time, calling Brandon, talking about he was in a dress. Like I said, could be a video itself, And I mean, as we all know, a lot of her lingo that she got popular from are from some gay men, isn't it? I'm not trying. I'm just saying, whatever, And then you on the show on top of that, the new normal had to do with the cast. I could have sworn was 2 gay men, wasn't it? Seriously, and isn't the creator a gay man? I'm not thinking. Please comment below if I'm saying something wrong, because I'm not trying to be. I'm just saying, like, don't be you push the wrong buttons if you're gonna be sitting there. It's gonna be Real House of Atlanta season 29. They have one to try to stretch you another damn franchise branch. I'm just saying, don't. Or what was that show they used to be having on VH1 where they had some of the stars and there'd be like a game show, some of the celebrities or just something. I'm just saying, don't be pushing the British button, but anyways, Kenya's having an event. She goes to Laura's shop in the beginning, and she's having an event to try to also be on these good sides, to be good and be kindness is better than kill them with kindness. Lovely bun she had a confessional, so I'm gonna say that myself. But she's talking to Marlo, and she was letting Marlo know, she was basically talking about what happened to Vineyard. And, because Lawrence didn't know about it. And her, Kenya just feels like, a little bit sad about, kind of Nene, they haven't spoke since either the spa / the pillow fiasco / whoa, Thomas Green, that bitch. Okay. And, so, Marlo said, well, she looks up to Nene and stuff because she's wiser, she's older, so she looks at her as like almost like a big sister. And so does Kenya. And Marlo said she one time got on Nene's bad side, one time too around the wedding, which I did not see the extended show that Nene had for her second wedding. And she didn't speak to her about a month. But Nene said, like I said, Kenya said she's gonna kill Nene for kindness and have this for her saving and raise money for saving our daughters type of thing, right? And Marlo's like, well, what coins making does help people, stuff like that. But like I said, this is going to the charity event. But Nene, like I said, still feels like Kenya was supposed to bow down to, and she was at fault for the mess that we see in part 1 and part 2 of this the pillow talk brawl. Excuse me, y'all. So, anyways, she says she's e-invited everyone, and you do them e-invite emails, you get, or I guess the option, I forgot, I haven't done those. I haven't done those? Oh, yeah. But if a person opens the email, the person who's made these e-bites get a notification. And she said everybody has sent it and stuff like that. I mean, she has gotten one. And fast forward, we got where Kenya, like I said, goes to Simba's base agency, is rented out, I guess, a little time to search for some bachelors because there were two bachelors supposed to auction them off, to get some more yes, of course, for for this charity, right? Then Cynthia was surprised, I guess, to see Marlo and then seeing them how when they were sitting right next to each other, checking out for the stranded strands and stuff like that. And they were just talking stuff like that, just fast forward a bit. And they only had six possible bachelors, and only one, I guess, was the only one that was worth showing as far as like, showing the physique wise, because even Cynthia was like, you know what, I mean, I'll just keep it real. It's nothing wrong with saying six pack. I'm gonna 50 on you, 2-year-old man. But for what you said in your own words, Cynthia, you haven't even seen a 50-year-old body in a long ass time. Okay, next. So after like I said, Kenya decided to also make Marlo a judge for this event. And Marlo said, you know what, I'll go find some dudes at the gym or whatever, right? So to fast forward to the thing, Cynthia meets with Nene, the Miss Ivor riding the partish them, ass, right? And she's sitting there claiming to Cynthia, well, she claimed Marlo told about the event, but she all of a sudden don't know about this event. Okay, even though Kenya said that she actually did invite her and stuff like that. And the way Nene's behavior is going, you kind of have to wonder, did she claim she wasn't invited because Kenya didn't claim and take the fall and kiss her ass and apologize? Okay, because I didn't get no thing, blah, 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 this ain't got nothing to do with me, blah, 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 it's Cynthia in the end, of course, being sometimes also known as Nene's sidekick, trying to convince her, and also did she apologize at all, y'all? Wait a second. Okay. Well, like I said, I could have sworn that her ass did not apologize neither. Okay? So, but she wants to, like I said, I'm this and that, and I'm everything, bitch. Please. Like I said, her fan base is a little bit shaky now, probably, because of her recent behavior. And we see the next previews, it's just, I'm just saying. So, anyways, y'all, it turns out, like I said, she claims to Cynthia that she didn't know what the hell was going on and stuff like that, and whatever to Kenya's event. And Cynthia just like, huh? But of course, Cynthia first believes Nene, and about this event. But I think the auntie was talking to Kenya about it, but she also had texted her, but she still never. Kenya texted Nene, but never seen response for her. So we see how this is going. Correct. And so we're going to fast forward a bit because, like I said, besides being sick, this episode kind of dragged to a certain point, personally to me. And so she hasn't been, like I said, Nene showed her ass, okay? And what was supposed to come in the event, and you came there to be a disrespectful ass bitch. I'm sorry, but that's exactly what she came as, alright? And I don't say usually bitch as a compliment, okay? She comes in, Kenya's got everybody, like I said, Cynthia, Molly, and, or Mallory, Molly, whatever, and Peter arrive. And, Lexi, Nene's friend, was also there as well, too. And Nene comes there, you already see steak ass attitude on her face, and with her, Greg. And, when she goes there to hug, Cynthia, and I think Lexi, and Lexus, I hope I'm not saying her lady's name wrong, but you get what I'm saying. And then when Kenya say thank you for coming, she just turns away and don't say shit to her. Like, you disrespectful ass bitch. I'm so anyways, she turns and Kenya just talks about a little about the organization that she chose to send funds with and stuff like that. I forgot who had told her that she would feel like she. I think Cynthia did tell her at the party or something. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this. So when Kenya is trying to sit here and give praise about this organization and say that, it's Nene, having Nene come up to say a couple words about the organization, and this is honor for organization, stuff like that, a charity that she's for. Nene fell into confessionals like, she sitting here putting me on blast and all this other stuff, and she's trying to make it seem like Kenya is trying to sit here and try to basically feed off her, you know what I mean? Like, get the tension from her or whatever and try to, like, put her in a trip back type of shit. the same shit she did to everybody at the pillow talk party. I mean, I'm talking about Nene herself. Okay. So this disrespectful ass bitch, and that's the last time I'm gonna say disrespectful tonight. She gets the microphone, y'all, and is sitting here like, it's interesting, or say something along the lines like, it's actually good to find good friends in an instant or at the last second or something like that, or instant second, And then she sit here saying, well, well, also, since Saving Our Daughters is one of the other few charities or some of them that I associate with. Then pass my key and the bitch just walk off, and Peter's telling Cynthia, he ready to go. Cause he just at this moment, like, even though he cool with Nene, he just like, that's some wrong stuff. So first, you see Peter, and you see all the rest of them leave, first walk off first, and then you see Nene and Greg, got followed fine. But first, of course, Kitty was like, she still was able to reach money for several bit, but after the way Nene pulled that off, I hope she changed her mind about the charity, whatever. I don't know, is this Nene charity or just one she associated with, but if I'm just saying if it's her, she can switch to another one, because that was just so disrespectful. I mean, I'm just saying she's doing this for the count of doing it for Nene, and then Nene just hold her like that. Because even when they're showing people's faces and shit like that, they were just like, this really? Oh, really? Really? And then this happened. And it's just like when there was somebody who had a party. Katie had a party, and Nene was talking about all these Twitter people and shit like that, and it just seemed like this was part two. Because Peter was saying, and they were, I guess down, the driveway and stuff, right? He was talking to Cynthia, he explained the reason why, because he didn't like how Nene did that stuff. Even they got problems and stuff like that. This wasn't a time or place. This is for charity, like that was just wrong, man. And here comes Nene, coming down there, what I'm saying, like she's some importance. And she's like, basically like, oh, you mad at me, Peter? And he's just like, yeah, because that's letting her know, like, what, that was wrong, how you did your stuff. Basically, Peter would have said to Cynthia, Nene trying to make an excuse like, oh, she didn't invite me properly, and I only came here because Cynthia, and he just like, fuck it, I think that's BS or whatever the case is. And do you notice, y'all, the confessionals? Now, she sat there and had to tell us, right, that she's like, you know what? Peter needs to stay out of women's business or stay out of people's business. You didn't say this in the last confessionals when Peter got in Todd's face and technically was checking both Todd and Candy. When we see this happen in the confessional stand, drunk Molly popping in. I'm just saying that behavior looked a little suspicious. I'm just saying. But we didn't see her confessional saying this, that Peter needs to stay out of certain people's business. But yet you're saying once you got checked, then it became a problem. So basically, then he's like this. She just going back and forth trying to play stuff. And then y'all notice too when she, like I said, with this Twitter people stuff, she gonna sit here talking about some. You know what? I'm above these all these bitches here and stuff like that. When he was talking about her behavior and doing that, that was kind of foul for people. I'm above all these bitches. And it's like, yeah, you weren't gonna say it in front of their faces though. But it's like again, here she thinks she's above beyond, like and bitch please. We already heard about, Greg was saying, but it was just the only thing we heard him say out of the whole thing. They even had put subtitles. Because he kind of was whispering. He was just like, it was just inappropriate about how I guess she would about, body Nene. And, Peter and then was just like this, we'll talk about this another time. And it kind of had in it, and, Peter was just saying in the car, like, you know what, I like her, but I just like how she went about the stuff. And then he also, confessionals felt like Cynthia, like I said, she didn't say this shit about Cynthia neither last episode either. She was kind of like, felt like Cynthia just let Peter do what he wants to do, stuff like that, and she should have told him to calm down. Half of that's only because it was relevant to you. And that's pretty much it, y'all. Sorry, y'all. That was the best I could give, I could do. And I'll see y'all in the next episode. Have a pleasant evening, pleasant night. If y'all sick, hopefully y'all get well soon. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.